Hey there everybody, it's Thursday, means it's time for your Thursday Thought. This is obviously the first Thursday here in the new year, and I thought we should take a look back into 2020 to see what the year did overall in the Pikes Peak MLS and the Pikes Peak region when it came to houses. So I'm going to focus in on average price points on this one versus median, just to kind of keep everything across the board the same. And we are looking at single family and patio homes. We're not necessarily taking into effect condos, because this is a lot of data to put into one video. So first off, let's look at the average sales price that we're looking at in December of 2020. I'm referencing this Pikes Peak MLS printout, which is really handy. But anyway, $437,365 for an average price single-family home here in El Paso County. Keep in mind, this is taking things from the super low end all the way to the super high end, but that's what the average is in our area. Now that is a 20% increase from December of 2019. So if you're just looking at the snapshot of December of 20 versus the snapshot of December of 19, there's been a 20% increase. Now, one other thing I want to kind of point out here, I want to go down and look at the average sales price, and that over the cumulative year. So January through December of 2019, if you were to take that whole average, right? Not a snapshot at the beginning of the year, not a snapshot at the end of the year, but take all of 2019 and average out what our average sales price was for the whole entire year, and then also look back over the whole average of 2020, which again is just a ton of data to kind of aggregate, and it really smooths out the bumps of crazy months, right? That's the idea behind the data anyway. So the average sales price, January through December of 2019 was $366,371, and the average sales price January through December of 2020 was $415,329 for an average increase of 13.4%, which is kind of crazy. Like, where else could you put your money and get 13.4% and be paying your rent or your mortgage anyway, right? I mean, paying your housing payment. So really incredible stuff. Just to kind of put that in perspective, if last year you were in the market and we said that the average price point over all of last year was $366, and that the average sales price in December of last year was $364. But let's just say you were able to secure one last year at $350,000, and you experienced that 13.4% increase, you would have gained almost $47,000 in equity, $46,900 in equity. And so it's one of those things that it's hard to time these markets, and I know that it's hard to buy at these crazy high price points. Not crazy high price points, but with this crazy appreciation. When you looked 2 years ago and you saw a house sell for $300, and now it's selling, 2 years later, for, it was at $300, now it's at $400, 2.5 years later, or whatever the case might be. I know that's, kind of crazy to think about. But I can't see this slowing down because our inventory is just so low. We're not building fast enough, and there is just a high demand here. And then the super low interest rates just keep kind of messing with the price and kind of driving it forward. So low inventory, high demand. So low supply, high demand, low interest rates makes demand even go up higher. So there's kind of some crazy things that we're kind of seeing over 2020. So again, I hope that information is helpful to you. If you want to talk about what it would look like for you to purchase a house here in 2021, so you don't miss out on the next year of appreciation. If you want to chat about what it might look like to sell your house after realizing all of the appreciation, I'd be happy to help. Reach out. So thanks everyone for tuning in to this week's Thursday Thought, and we'll see you next week for next week's Thursday Thought. See ya.